Alright, testing. Okay, so we're about to go live. testing. Doing my mic sound test, testing. Okay. Alright, holy ones. Ikimasu. Hama Echewa Hamota. Greetings, holy ones. I am your brother Thavian, and I welcome you to ChristosAvatar.com. Yes. And today we're going into something called the fifth dimension. Yes. It's your 5D consciousness, no less. Makaya. It's taking you into the new earth. And this is something that we talk about here on Christos Avatar. Machiwa. Now, this is a spiritual concept because we're talking about a higher dimension of reality, the fifth dimension, right? Okay. And this would be something even greater, by 2 levels, because we're only in the third dimension, and then there's the 4D, and then now we're talking about 5D. So this is a level of your consciousness that you can connect to. And some of you are indigo children, yes, star seeds, who are coming in with your 5th strand. Okay, that's the blue ray, the 5th strand. All right, activated, when most humans are only activated from the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd chakra. They don't go higher than this 3rd chakra. While you're here and here, and some of you indigo have activated your 3rd eye here, Machiwa. And this is why indigos are called indigo, because of this ray, this color in their aura, which is the 6th dimension, 6D. But today we're talking about the 5th dimension, 5D, Machiwa. Because for this is what we need to accomplish spiritual ascension. Yes. It is something that is a process. Spiritual ascension is actually, this is a sacred spiritual science. So there is physics behind it. You are actually dealing with other frequencies, dimensions of reality that are isolated by their different frequency, just like you have a different FM radio station, like a specific number of the bandwidth going to another radio station. It doesn't just stop when you go to another station. It still persists. It's just at a different vibration. Same with these dimensions. Each dimension is a different reality vibration, you could say. And it's important to understand this because this is reflected in our microcosm, our chakra. Because there we talk about dimensions, but we also have the same thing within our energetic anatomy, our chakra system. And my teacher is named Ashiana Dean, and this is coming from the Guardian information based off of Ashiana Dean and her Voyagers books, part 1, part 2. And this is about spiritual ascension and telling us who we really are as a human race, what's going on in our spiritual war, in this ongoing ancient war. It's not new, it's old, and we are learning about this. Some people are talking about the Templar, this Inner Christos Templar. Some people are talking about this Akamoho. It's kind of like you have this public history, kind of like this is the history that most of the population is understanding. But then there's a few of you, Holy Grail, indigo children, starseeds, who are not from this world. You're not in this paradigm. You're from a different extraterrestrial world, and you're here to help the Earth. And it's this during this specifically the ascension process, and to help the humans ascend, to help hold the 5D, the fifth dimension energy. That's where we're from, so we're representing that in a 3D plane. We come to the 3D world to help them out. We bring 5D current. And if there's a whole bunch of us, around 15 million, something like this, indigo children around the world, indigo adults, indigos, whatever, you are the indigos who are meant to come in and make a change with this 5D current, the fifth dimension. It connects you to the fifth, to 5D. It's like a portal to 5D. Makaya, right here. Omatsa. Kache hit mo. Machiva. It's a beautiful transition, right? In our spiritual journey. We're trying to develop our spiritual growth. Expand. You're meant to evolve. To go, aim higher. Go beyond the ordinary. Become this extraordinary. Go into the spiritual. Well, most people are ignoring this. Most people are not believing in the spiritual. You're on a spiritual journey. You're the one that's trying to make an improvement, a focus, a change. Realize, as a conscious being, we come down here to make a change. And it's only in this window of time of an ascension, planetary ascension, spiritual ascension cycle during this opening of the chakras on the planet called stargates. During those stargate opening cycle. Okay? And I show you the diagram on my map. Let me show you just really quick, because it's always good to have a visual of this Jomakaya to see what an ascension cycle looks like. Let me show you that real quick, you guys, on my computer, on my picture. Machiwa, I thank you for being here, Holy Ones. I'm live here on YouTube, and I have King Chans, Chanes. Thank you for being here, Holy One. Machiwa. Soul in the house. How you doing, brilliant one? Machiwa. We have a few of our regulars here, our homies, our batos. Let me show you this diagram, Machiwa, of what it looks like to go through this ascension. The ascension. There's 2 ascension cycles during one of these time cycles. This is a time cycle where you go through 26,556 years. Let me show you planetary time cycles. 26,556 year cycle. It's a large, big cycle, a grand cycle. And this is the latest one. These are repeating cycles. They start over. They cycle. Like this one starts around this period, and this is Ascension Cycle 1 at the beginning, and there's an Ascension Cycle at the end of this 26,556 year period, time cycle, and that's this Ascension Cycle 2. As you can see, 1,906 BC to 420-30. So take a calculator, you figure out it's pretty close to 4,000 year cycle. 4,000 years here, 4,000 years here. Between here and here is 4,000 years. So we're halfway. In 2017, it was the halfway point. So we have half of this time of this planetary, ascension cycle, Stargate opening cycle. Machiwa. We're going to be making future videos here on Christos Avatar about this. Okoye. But for now, we're just going to use this diagram. You can see that we're entering a period of time, and this is when we're ascension cycle. This is the ascension cycle that we're dealing with. And I just wanted to show a quick visual of that. Thank you very much. We have Brandy Suarez in the house. Welcome, Holy Ones. Thank you for always being here. Makaya, Machitas. Now, this will be one of those slow nights because this is Monday. Monday's my family, like, dinner night where we, meet at my sister's house. So, I have a smaller and later show just on Mondays. Otherwise, I'm here every night for around 5:30, you would say, instead of almost 8:30. So, 3-hour difference. So, but anyways, this is about ascension, and tonight we call it the fifth dimension because we're emphasizing 5D. This is relates to consciousness. 5D is the fifth dimension, and that deals with your chakra. To really understand this, we're talking about chakra, but the chakra represents so much more than just a chakra. Not just a vortex, it's also the Stargate. This is a Templar, this is an opening to that dimension, to that current. And you open the whole of your chakra. That's not the correct word. You open the opening. You open the opening. It's like a iris, of a camera, of a DSL camera. How it kind of like goes in a circle, but to open it opens out and then goes back in. So it's kind of like an iris. It's kind of like a camera. It's kind of like. More light. The photographer needs more light. He opens up the opener more. You need less light. Okay, now close it then. Close the current of light coming in. You want less of it. Well, in Ascension, you want more of it. You want more of the current coming through. So you have to open your chakra. That's what they call activating. Okay, you want to activate, grow, develop this chakra. And, the heart chakra and the throat chakra. Fourth is green ray. This is blue ray, 5D, the fifth dimension. This is the fourth dimension. We're living in the third dimension, but we're from fourth dimensional consciousness. Now we want to go to fifth dimensional consciousness. That's called an ascension. When we go from 4D consciousness to 5D consciousness, that's ascension. Doesn't mean your body's going to be in 5D. Your body's going to be in 4D, unless you're starseed, indigo, because you have more DNA than earth seeds. My chihuahua. I don't have a moderator, so I have to do that myself. Sorry, I don't know why the system does that. Life Monique, thank you, Holy One. I love you too, Holy One. Thank you for bringing your positive vibes. Brandy Suarez. Aw, Brandy. That's deep. I'll think about that. Thank you so much. You're kind. I'm a chill. Maybe you're right? I love you guys. This is a late show, whether it is or not. It doesn't matter because the code, the vibe, the energy is coming, transmitting through. So I'm very grateful. I'm honored to be part of this Stargate, this portal. Kai, see, ko, machi. Kama papa pio o ma esi sita kochapatatna. So sometimes I will do that. Just kind of like extraterrestrial language, maybe ancient earth language. Who knows? It comes through. It's part of this life. No, it's part of another life. Who spoke a different language? Yeah, from a different world or a different world or continent, time period, different dimension. Wow, trippy, man. Not really. It's normal. Gayache, get used to this spirit world, multi-dimensional world, living, thinking, being. Wow. Chima, kotatichumu, hakapatachi. Yamasi, mokachi. Peace. We do this with joy. We want to resonate. When I say we, I mean we. We want to resonate with love. We're light. We shine. We stand in this light. Makuye. Chiwa. Waka. Okay? Represent it. We're guardians. We bring this guardian knowledge. Okay, some of you are part of this indigo, ray, Chumo, 6D. Okay, we got 5D consciousness, sure, but there's also 6D consciousness, 7D consciousness, 8D consciousness, 9D consciousness, 10D consciousness, 11D consciousness, 12D consciousness. And that's just human potential, which is, limited to 12. Not limited, but that's their Templar 12 strand. A 12 strand. And the bad guys, the, Anunnaki, the dragons, they don't want you to have your 12 strand. No. They want you to be ignorant of who you are, your true origins. They want to distort all your mind, your spirit, your body. They want to just distort you. They want to get rid of you or assimilate you into their akuna. What is it? What do they say? Resistance is futile. So we go beyond that. We go into other reality fields and matter forms and consciousness, much mind. Hokoha tani chupana. Kancha incha waho kuchama. Kuchima sitai wakahata. It's weird, right? I don't know, maybe. Amasitas machachiva. Kachinata epasi. Okahama naewa. Whatever that was, it seems positive. Come my itchy. Looking at my live chat. What's up, vatos? Live Monique. Samakoye. Homataye. And, this is a level of consciousness. And we talk about it here, how a Earthseed may not even have a green ray or a blue ray in their DNA. They might just simply be only having strand 1, 2, and 3. But you, as this indigo child, we're coming in with 5D activated. Now, we've had Candace say that she's heard Ashiana say 6D activated. Well, I want to see that clip, please. Show me. Makaya. I know at least 5D, so at least, Makaya. Shoot I believe that kind of like 6D is kind of like extra, because you're just trying to get back to Tara. Well, it's not really extra. It's actually, some of you are 6D beings. I believe I'm from a 6D being. Makoi Chiva. They call that celestial consciousness. And Joe, That's the level of angel, human angel. Because we show you this diagram. This is our Templar, human Templar. The 12 strands. Your indigo were more than 12. We just can focus on 12 though. At least. I'm a cool. You can go beyond. You can connect to your parallel universe, your parallel self, your doppelganger. You can connect to your phantom, your shadow self. You can connect to your Pochiva Mokachina. Yeah, your inner earth self. You have higher aspects, higher selves. You are on a spiritual journey. You're trying to develop your spiritual growth. Well, you do it through this chakra. Not all people have green ray in their aura because they don't all have this chakra. It's a misinformation out there on a vast proportion. All these Hindu information is all these pictures on the internet, new age pictures of chakra, whatever. It doesn't matter because they're literally introducing you a stunted version. Only 7. Only 7? No. Some only 5 chakra. You talk about centers. These are dimensions of reality. There's an exact specific amount. Like literally. It's called a 15-dimensional time matrix. There's no alteration. There's not a 11-dimensional time matrix. There's not a 9-dimensional time matrix. 15-dimensional time matrices. Sorry. My guy was see. Touch me. Sota kapashana. Ah, that's what she said. Gaia. I did have a video tonight, you guys. I released a video this earlier on YouTube, but I will be making them available on TikTok and Instagram after this live. No, I just did it today or before the broadcast, so they're already online. Sorry, I was supposed to go like Machiwas. Angelic DNA. That's right. 60, Brandy. I can't believe I forgot that. But whatever. I mean, I forgot to do something. It's okay. We'll survive. My guy, yeah, maybe I'll survive. I don't know. Yeah, Davian, you'll survive, bro. Don't worry, man. You're good. You're good, man. I'm a survivor. What the hell, man? What's that all about? I don't know. They try. But try as you may, it doesn't matter. It's gonna happen, you know? It's gonna happen, right? You're like, Davian, what's up? I have to do this. It just takes a moment. Let you, I'm so happy when I see all you guys show up, right? On the regular lives we have here. You would say Tuesday to Sunday. Monday, like tonight, is a little bit different hours, but otherwise, there's a lot of people in the Starseed community, you guys. You want to check this out. It's a cool, positive vibe here. So, come earlier tomorrow. I'll be here around 5:30. And then we're gonna rock and roll. I mean, it's gonna go better. You'll see the chat better. More like this camaraderie. Like you're like looking for answers. As a starseed, you're tripping out. Maybe you're learning about spiritual awakening or ascension stages. You know, like process or what's this about? What are the symptoms? I feel some weird stuff, man. Am I going through some? Am I messed up? It's not easy for us to go through this. world is to us is toxic. But we're here to help if we can, and we are. Some of us are helping and making a difference. I have some of you guys telling me, sending me messages that you're so grateful. I'm grateful to you, Holy One. I do this for you, and I'm glad that you guys are part of this. Let me finish this right here. We do this together, and it's the same thing with Ascension. We do Ascension as a group. I mean, we can ascend. People, individuals, can ascend on their own, with not some group ascension. What's the other one? There we go. So we just make that choice, right? You want to make that choice? Let's make that choice. Amakaya, masusotas, machichewa, ho ho ho. Yeah, okay, so Instagram already started. But it's right now, watch it. Well, I can't say nothing because anything can happen. That's what's so weird about these other platforms. They're not like, right now it's at 35 views, okay? 35. Mokoye. And we work with crystals. This is consciousness. This is energy. You are consciousness. You are energy, holy ones. Remember that one. Yes. Stay hydrated, baby. Peace and bliss. Just keep doing you, Thaven. Those meant to review your messages will receive them. You're very kind, Brandy. Thank you. Appreciate it. I was having a lovely day. Thank you for saying so. Hope you did too. Kayamashi. Mo akapa amachichi amasati apatachi amokoho. I think what's very interesting is when I get big, like tens of thousands, maybe more, there will be some type of, somebody is gonna find something out about some of these spoken languages. Somebody's gonna recognize it'll start with someone recognizing a few of the words. And then after further investigation, they're gonna trip out and find out what languages, some of the languages I'm speaking. Because surely it's many languages, not just one. Many, we call them light language. It's part of my soul family, part of who I've incarnated as in other time vectors now. Remember, it's all happening now. Past and future are happening simultaneously as our present. Figure that, go for it, You have to put your consciousness through that understanding yourself. That's a personal thing we all have to go through. Machiwa. Like some things someone can't show you. You have to do it yourself. Like you should at least try mushroom at least once in your life. Like for real. If you're serious about spiritual awakening, that means a lot. I mean, if you're really trying to expand consciousness, you have to expand your comfort zone. You're gonna have to go into these other worlds of energy and entities, other types of entities. Okay, so people who are already doing this actively or naturally, whatever, like we just have dreams, we just simply perceive sometimes, we're empathic sometimes, a lot of times, whatever. Sometimes we perceive. It's like, whoa, dang. And you have to sometimes pretend, or you have to try not to react. That's the key, because you realize other people aren't seeing. So you have to, like, keep things to yourself sometimes. You're already probably the black sheep of your family, right? You're the weirdo. But you're not. You're the knowledgeable. You're the one who's expanding and evolving. Well, others will not want to change. Come on, yeah. I like Junior Mints and Reese's Cups so much, but I haven't had any in a long time. Just thought I'd say that. I don't know why. But this really is, the fifth dimension is reference to the 5D. And remember where it is and what color it is. That's a chakra. That's the fifth chakra. It's the fifth dimension. Oh, wow. Sixth chakra, sixth dimension. Oh, seventh chakra, seventh dimension. Same with the ones down below. Third chakra, third dimension. And also third strand of DNA. Second dimension, second chakra, second strand of DNA. And also the second race, which is the Lemurians. This is the Atlanteans. This is, the third race, or actually it's not the third race, it's the third strand. They did the third strand, Atlantis. You live there. I live there. Anyone who has this human DNA, some human DNA, you have the second strand, the second chakra, that means you were Lemurian. You were Lemurian, baby. Yeah. You have lived other incarnations in 20,000 BC or earlier. If you're from Atlantis or Lemuria, we're talking 70,000 BC plus, like this. That was 3 time cycles ago. Remember, time cycles, I explained that a little earlier in this video. So that was a long time ago. We lived, but this is the trippy thing. While we sit here and say it was way back then, but it's actually happening now. As now is happening now. But all the time vectors are happening now. They're just separated by frequency vibration. One's higher, faster than the other. So there's a separation there. You don't perceive it unless you become that vibration. You don't ascend to 5D until you develop that connection inside yourself. And that's what we've been doing. We're on a spiritual path. You've been working beyond the third chakra, right? What do most New Agers at least talk about? They say love. They at least mention love. Well, yeah, but that's not going to get you far enough. That's only 4 strand, honey. Remember, you cannot ascend unless you have 5 strand. You have to have 4 and 5. The exception is if you have 4.5. Like almost there, not there. You're missing a half a strand, but you got 4.5. That gets you to inner Earth. That's what you call the bridge zone project. So, which is kind of like a little bit outdated information. We'll be talking about how the Voyagers, some of it is outdated. And because she wrote this book in 1998, and in the information, some of it changed, like what happened. What's happened with the Guardians, what's happened with the Anunnaki and the dragons, Draconia. So I don't get too deep into that ascension cycle until I myself are able to talk to you about the Dance for Life videos, where she talks about more stuff beyond what's happened since 1998. So there's a lot missing for myself. That's why I really mostly talk about this beginner's part, kind of like a bridge to more advanced information, if you want it. So But I myself am still just new, like on YouTube. I've only been here like a year and a half. So, but since 4 or 5 months ago, that's when it really exploded. Or not exploded like viral. I don't mean that. I mean for myself. I started getting. I was stuck at around 300 subscribers for like almost a year. It wasn't until I was focused and planned it. Okay, this is what I'm doing. Now I made the channel grow faster. Now it's like in the past 30 days, 300 of you have subscribed to my channel. Thank you very much. Thank you for helping me get to the 1,500 mark. The next mark is 2,000. We're going to get to 2,000. We're halfway there, baby. Let's do it. Come on. We can do this. We will. There's no reason to when I keep making 2 videos a day. So binge some of this. Some of it's 1-minute content, so it's okay to binge that, right? Even in your coffee break, honey. Learn a little bit about fifth dimension. Learn a little bit about starseeds. Learn something about indigo children. Learn about ascension, spiritual awakening, aliens like the insectoids or the necromaton beetle people, or the you would call Dracos, which is a human hybrid between with the Dracon, dragon. These are actually winged reptilians, dude. So kind of like in this movie Jupiter Rising, they look like this. This is a good like kind of like example of what you would say. Well, actually, there's a greater version called Omicron, the dragon moth. The dragon moth, which is kind of like a reptile with insect wings. It's a reptile with insect wings. A dragon moth. Not necessarily a dragon, but that's where dragons come from. Dragon moths. Dragon moths are first, and they're actually called Omicron. The Omicron draconian. So the Omicron draconian are the highest level reptilians, you could say. The highest level Anunnaki are called, get this, they're called Jehovah Anunnaki. There's many different Anunnaki, but I would say probably about 5 or 6 different main races that F with us, who've messed with us in our human history because of their proximity to Nibiru. They're coming from Nibiru. The Jehovians are from Sirius A, but the Niburians are just right around the corner of our solar system. So that's why they have a big influence on us. But the Draconians have made it all the way here. The Draconians the dragons are part of our negative forces. You have Anunnaki, Illuminati, you're going to have Draconian Anunnaki, reptilian Anunnaki. And actually, like you would say, the Republicans and the Democrats, one of them is run by Anunnaki, one of them's run by the Draconians. So there is no real choice. It's between 2 gangsters. So either choice is a bad choice. So what do you do? So Makaya. Imagine, let's vote in a Draconian president. Let's have an Anunnaki president. Let's have a Capone, or let's have Scarface for our president. This the Ukrainian president was in jail. He was in prison before he became president. Wow. At least in our country, they vouch for you. They check your background. Maybe you should check your background. Okay, yeah. We won't get into politics much here, but sometimes when you're talking about spiritual dramas, they overlap with the politics. What's going on with you, sexy indigos? Ooh, baby, yeah. Let's rock and roll. Let's have starseed sex. Yeah. Ooh. Have you seen any sexy starseeds lately, man, who are single? I don't know, but some of those indigo girls, oh my gosh, they have this indigo ray. You can tell an indigo princess. Check it out. Where's my indigo princess? I want my indigo princess. I say my starseed baby. My starseed baby. Kind of like the Earth Angel song. Earth Angel, will you be mine? You know, something like a 50 song, you know. But starseed baby. Starseed baby. I remember in high school, I was in this theater, and I was in this, my freshman year, I was in Greece. It was a musical theater play, but we had a good acting group, so I was part of that, and I seasoned as the years went on, and became one of the top actors, one of the lead actors in my senior year, so, which is pretty cool. Mokoye masutas. And well, my brother, he has a jock life. He, he has some wrestling patch on his Letterman jacket. On my Letterman jacket, I had the theater logo or whatever thing. Also, in our yearbook as a senior, they have a seniors page, and they have the best of, or the whatever. Mine, I was in there. They chose a boy and a girl from the seniors that was the best of, or not the best. Most talented. Mine was the most talented. That was my category. Because I was into acting, and I was a magician. I was going around showing people magic tricks. But I don't think that counted, but still, I was an actor. I was the guy who was voted the most talented. And I remember the girl, I thought she was a pretty cool girl. She was like Hispanic girl like me, but she was very, different kind of actor. I was more serious actor, more emotional actor. Indigos can be emotional, but we want to control, like self-control, like self-improve, self-control, like take care of some old patterns maybe that don't help you too much. I love you guys. I know that even if I came here late, some of you would still be here. And I'm glad you are, holy ones. This channel is growing, and I'm so happy it is. And it's because of some of you. And remember, you guys can always help out. Your brother Thavy can always use that help, small hands. You guys, I thank you in advance no less, for the small gift of $5. Because your $5 and your $5 and your $5, you can make a difference. We can make a difference. I'm going to reach millions of people with your help. Take a couple years, but we're going to get there. And actually, if you happen within the next year or two, if I get a viral video, it'll be for a year. A viral video will take you over that. And I'm already on different platforms, so if you guys prefer TikTok, check out my TikTok channel. If you prefer Instagram, I'm still kind of new there. I'm less than 100 subscribers, but I've already uploaded a bunch of videos, so that was going to be my ghost paranormal video channel, so you will see some of those videos on there if you want to see those, that kind of stuff. But that's a new channel, but it spikes. Remember I told you there was 35 views? Let me refresh. Just to give you a difference between YouTube and TikTok. Oh, Instagram. But Instagram, these guys are so unpredictable. It's almost like luck. I don't know. Okay, yeah. So 35. Ah! Okay, this is one of those times when I know it's going to be bad. Because it's now only 48, so I know it's going to be a bummer. When you see a spike early on, then you know it's going to be a chunk. You would say a nice chunk. Like maybe 1,500 people, you know. It's like a weird, really kind of like this algorithm. It's very sophisticated, but still, I don't know. It's the best. We do our best to put out the best content, and this is my live. So on my live, we're more relaxed, and usually it's one of those ask questions type of scenarios. You guys can ask questions. I see you guys always usually talk amongst each other. It's a community. Eventually, this is going to be something bigger. I promise you guys. This is definitely going to be like specific knowledge, training, specific techniques, energy techniques. You're going to learn how to run currents through these chakra. Okay? It's going to be like facilitating this ascension process, this alchemical, you would say, it's energetic transmutation. It's like alchemy. You know, it's like you are making you're transforming your life by connecting to this Templar. You're going to transform your health. You're going to transform your energy. You're going to transform you're going to start to remember more. You activate more DNA, you guys. You're activating also the memory that came with that DNA being put back together. It's kind of like you're revealing yourself, which was already there, always was there. You just went down, now you're going back up, Holy One. You went all the way down, whatever reason why you're here. If you're Earthseed, Starseed, if you're Earthseed or Starseed, you want to go up. You want to, Starseed, you want to go back. Unless your job's not done. Maybe you're going to stay longer after this whole thing, drama. But if there is a cataclysm, some will be taken off planet. Some will go down to the inner Earth. That would mean if they have the DNA, they'll go to their portals through inner Earth. It'll be just like all the other times. There's been cataclysms. Guardians will help. You will see alien spaceships and activity. You'll see weird shit like paranormal stuff going around. You know, that's kind of like what people say are end times. This is an energy cycle, a time cycle. These time cycles end. They go through a beginning and an ending. We showed you a few examples. Right now, we went all the way from 20-something thousand BC to now, 2022. We are going beyond into the fifth dimension, which is around 30,000 AD. That's pretty freaking far. And the reason why there's such a big difference is because Tara is twice the particle speed as Earth. Their time scales are much different than ours, literally. I mean, that's twice the speed is 100%, right? Makaya, I want to show the diagram. I mean, particle speed or Makaya. Particle speed. It's on this diagram, actually. as you go through time, remember you're, oh, whoa, I don't know how that happened. As you go through time, you're building your DNA. And notice this is between the second strand and the third strand. You're trying to go through and get those strands. And then there's an ascension cycle. We're inside an ascension cycle. This is an exception. This is a different kind of time period. Well, we're in it. We're in this very different time period. It's going to be, when you go from here, you leave this world and go to another world, there's a cataclysm. There's an ending and a beginning. There's an ending and a beginning. There's cycles of time, and they repeat. Well, we're going towards an ending time. Like an ending of this literal, you would say, third dimension, and going beyond towards the fourth dimension. D4. Machiwa. Which is way in the future, 21,934 AD. That's farther than... 4D is farther than Inner Earth. I mean, that's a huge difference in that and this year, where Inner Earth is around 5,336 AD. But this one's 21,000? 4D? See? It's not really 3.5. Like, on our big map, we put it at 3.5 because that's what it's referred to in the Voyager's book. 3.5. 3.5, which is halfway to 4D. Halfway to this 4D. This is the spectrum of 4D, but I'll show you, like this is 3.0 right here, 3.0, 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, until you get all the way up to 4.0. This is actually when you finally are in 4D, when you get to 4.0. So Inner Earth is not there yet. They're halfway there. Not even halfway. But I put it on the map because that's what it says in Voyagers 2. But it's not D. Remember, it's like D 3.5 is halfway. It's not halfway, remember? Wait, is this the right one? Wait, okay. Yeah, I was talking about Inner Earth, sorry. So, yeah, see, this is 3.5. This line is 3.5, and Inner Earth is not even close to that. It's not close to that line. So I don't know why she did that, but maybe she just wanted to point out, maybe if you're in Inner Earth, I'm sure you're going to probably go to 4D, Inner Earth. You'll evolve to 4D. So it will continue on all the way up the scale. There's actually going to be now, because there's a 3.5, there's now a 4.5, a 5.5, a 6.5, 7.5, because the beings in 3.5 had to ascend. They ascend, they go up, and that's why Thoth became an 11.5, 11.5D. That he almost made it to a Christos avatar, but he decided to go back to the darkness, to the Anunnaki. And so, but he took away the 11.5 strand body, immortal body. So this is because that's why there's a possible 11.5, because of beings like Thoth who have managed to change their mind halfway. These beings changed their mind before they finally became dark or light again. So the highest ones are technically not D11 only, but 11 and a half. Like Thoth. Thoth is an 11 and a half strand. So remember, darkness only goes up to 11 and a half. That's what the whole thing is about 12 strand energy anyways. You're a Christed avatar at 12 strand. There is no darkness beyond 12, D12, D13, D14, D15. Then you just leave. You go out of this time matrix. The truth is, you're an ascended master having a manifest experience in a hologram. This ascended master never left. Their consciousness is projected here. They didn't walk. They didn't take a Stargate. They didn't take a spaceship. Their consciousness is you would say a collective of these beings are creating these beings down here with their consciousness. Not by traveling here, just kind of putting your thought here. So we're a bunch of thoughts. All of this is just a bunch of thoughts. And you're a 4D consciousness having a 3D experience. You're a spirit, D4 spirit, astral, having a D3 physical human experience. You're not this physical body. We're not this. We're more. And if you guys sign up to Christos Avatar, you will learn more. That more of what you are. And it is mighty. You're going to learn up to 15 different chakras, not 7. You're going to learn what these angels are, what archangels really are. They're ETs at different levels, different dimensions. And as you go up in dimension, you go up in a different body, a more advanced, more evolved, less dense body. And technically, after 9th dimension, you go into the hydroplasm state, physical, biological, and you no longer have a body. No, it's etheric. Actually, etheric density 3 starts at dimension 7. So dimension 7, 8, and 9. This is where the body stops. Understand you're not always male, female. You're both. You're androgynous. Male electric, female magnetic results from splitting apart electromagnetism. Now you have magnetism, female. Now you have electricity, male. Oh, well, that's not their original state. Their original state is androgynous. Together, you're a different state. You're a different being. Well, now you fragmented the being. You're half. You're polarized half of the other. You're at war with each other. This yin-yang is not peace. That is conflict. That is not harmony. That's disharmony. That is not holy. From that system, you get unholy. Machua. Peace and love. We're going to carry that current all the way through, even down here to Earth. You are part of bringing in this 5D current, this 5th dimension current to Earth. New Earth. 3D is old Earth. So we're taking 3D consciousness, expanding it to 5D consciousness. Wow. Now you're going to the 5D world. Oh, you don't have 5 strand and you don't have 4, you're not. So this is part of our focus. I want my 4th strand and my 5th strand confirmed. You want it activated. You want it obvious. You want fourth dimensional superpowers and fifth dimensional superpowers on. When you're experiencing 4D and 5D psychic abilities, oh, then you know it's working. Because people wonder, they ask, how do I know? It manifests for you, so it's obvious. It will be obvious. It won't be, how do you know? It will be a knowing, not a guess. It's better than guess. It's better than faith. It's better to know and be testimony and witness to know from experience. This is waiting for you to open and activate. Open the hole. You're opening this hole. Now look at that fourth dimension of current coming through. Oh, you don't want to open up your heart? Okay. Now there's no hole. Now there's no current from the fourth dimension. Oh, same thing here. It's totally closed until you start working on it. Oh, now you're opening the hole of fifth dimensional energy. The fifth dimension. You have vision. You have experience. You have communication from the fifth dimension. Now, there's some of you starseeds, indigos, who go higher to sixth dimensional whole current. You're opening it. You're opening this whole. Oh, maybe you get in an argument. Maybe you go through suffering and pain and depression because you lost a family member. Well, this closes up. This closes up. This can close up. Oh, you're back to meditating and breathing. Oh, open up, open up, open up. This is energy. It's fluctuating. It fluctuates based on your own fluctuating thoughts and circumstance. It's constantly changing, right? So this is sometimes open, close, close, close. Come on, open, open, open. Yeah, open, 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 open. Machiwa. We become masters of consciousness and masters of energy. This will be the end of my live, you guys, but it had to be short. Plus it's 9 o'clock, and I know they go to sleep. Yeah, it's 9:20. So, out of respect, I will just end it now, but we will be back tomorrow. Machiwa. Check out my other videos, Holy Ones. I thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this current. You got some of that code, that 5D code. I love you. Namaste, spiritual vatos. Spiritual gangsters, man. Komachua. Come on. Cha-cha. What's going on, man? Oh, I love you. Yeah. Oh my Kaya. Oh my soul. It's gonna be rock and roll, man. It's gonna be beautiful. Oh my, yes, see. I must see. See. Okay, bye. I must.